Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got an exciting unboxing for you. So we've got our unboxing knife here, and we're going to go ahead and unbox the new OnePlus Watch 3. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I just picked up the OnePlus 3 watch. This is the newest update for the OnePlus Watch brand. I have the OnePlus Watch 2 over here, which we're going to do a comparison of. But let's go ahead and open this up and see what the upgrades are and if it's worth picking it up. All right, so here is the new OnePlus Watch 3. This is the stainless steel, or the, I forgot what they call this one. I believe this is the Emerald Titanium. So that's actually the Emerald Titanium. So this is titanium. We're going to go ahead, take this out of the box, set it off to the side, see what comes with the watch so you know what to expect. So we'll go ahead, open up the OnePlus box. And on this side, I believe we have our paperwork and our charging cable. So let's go ahead and open these up. So on the left-hand side, you have your user manual that comes with the watch. There's also I think this is just some padding in there. So you've just got how to use the watch, how to set it up. On the right-hand side, we have what I believe is the charging puck. So this comes with a charging puck. It does not, oh, actually it does have a cable. So we've got the puck that comes with it. I believe this is the same one that comes with the OnePlus Watch 2. So this is a 4-pin charging puck. And then we have a charging cable here that comes in the box. I don't remember if the OnePlus Watch 2 had the cable included or not, but this is a USB-C to USB cable. So unfortunately, OnePlus is still doing the USB connections with the USB-C connector. But it's nice to see that we do get a cable and we get the charger. So let's go ahead and throw this off to the side and let's take a look at the watch. Here is the watch. So this is the Emerald Titanium. So this is titanium around here. So it's much lighter versus the previous version, which we have here. This is the OnePlus Watch 2. And this is the, I believe, the titanium black, or the black titanium, whatever their naming convention was. But there is the two side by side. This one is much lighter, so you can feel the titanium build on this. It's much lighter than the OnePlus Watch 2. So we'll go ahead and peel off that little cover there. And so looking at the watch, so we've got that beautiful AMOLED display. Around the sides, we've got this brushed titanium. So that's going to help with fingerprints, stuff like that. Around the bezel, you can see here, if we get close enough, there is some markings. So they have some actual markings around the bezel this time around, whereas with the OnePlus Watch 2, it did not have that. And I'm super excited because they did add a rotating crown. So the second version did not have, it rotated, but it didn't actually do anything. So I'm going to be super excited to check that out. Looks like it's the same band as the previous year. So I actually have the emerald band. Color's a little bit different. So there is the silicone band. It does have the metal pin and buckle there, and then we have two movable keepers. And you can see there's a lot of adjustment for different size wrists. And around the bottom, these are standard bands, so you'll be able to change these out and use any 22 millimeter band you want. They do have quick release there. Let's go ahead and peel off this cover here that is on our sensors around here. And let's just take a look here. I don't think this one has no, it does not have the misprint that I can see that the original batch that was sent out had the misprint about made in China. So let me go ahead and grab the other band real quick and I'll show you the difference. Okay, so this is the band on the Watch 3. This is the band that came with the Watch 2. So there is a color difference, as you can see, kind of hard to see under the camera. So this is a much darker green than the year before. All right, let's go ahead and power this thing on, and we'll get this powered up and connected to our phone, and we'll test it out. All right, so the watch has finished booting up, as you can see. So here we've got that rotating crown. So you can see that we can just rotate that crown, which is really nice. Really good feedback. The haptics on it is really good. So we're going to go ahead and select, I'm going to select English here. And this tells you need to download the O Health app from the Google Play Store, which I already have on my phone because I was using the OnePlus Watch 2. So we're just going to go ahead and click next. And it's going to say to open the health app and go to devices tab and next. So it's looking for my device. So let me go ahead and grab my phone here. Okay, and so I've got my S25 Ultra here. I'm going to go ahead and open up the O Health app. And we're going to go to devices. And right now you can see that it's got the OnePlus Watch 2 Black Steel. So we're going to go ahead and add a new device. So I believe we're going to go to more. And I'm going to unpair that one. Okay, and we're going to add a device. And we're going to go ahead and look for the OnePlus Watch 3. And it's searching for the device here. And we can see that it did find the device. So that matches. We're going to go ahead and select that. And you got the terms of service, the Google terms of service. We'll just go ahead and agree. And it's pretty simple there. It's just going to go ahead and pair. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that this number matches on here, which it does. So we're going to say pair. And then it's just going to go through the pairing process. So it says it wants to pair to my S25 Ultra. I'm going to accept. And now you can see that it is pairing. It usually takes just a minute or two. It's going to go ahead and finish up. It says to go ahead and complete the setup on the phone. So we'll go ahead and set the watch down. And we've got the terms of service. We're going to go ahead and just accept that. And you want left or right wrist. I'm going to put it on my left. Standard mode. So they do have a parental one if you're setting this up for a child or somebody that you want to restrict. And we're going to go ahead and allow the sync calendar. So these are all the different permissions that you're going to allow for the watch. Say agree. And then it's just going to go ahead and go through and prepare your watch. So this will just take a second or two. It's usually pretty quick. As it says, it could take a few minutes depending on what you have on your device and the speed. So once that's done, we'll go ahead and jump into the watch and show you a little bit around. And then I will have follow-up So make sure to subscribe to the channel because I will have videos, different videos coming out for coverage on the OnePlus Watch 3. So while that's setting up there, I've got the Galaxy Watch Ultra on, which I've been wearing pretty consistently. I've been swapping between this, the OnePlus Watch 2, and I do have a Pixel Watch 3. But the Galaxy Watch has been my go-to mainly because of the battery. So I'm super excited to test out the OnePlus Watch 3 because this is supposed to have much better battery than the other devices. I think they're saying about 4 or 5 days. So I really want to test that out, and this may be my daily wear moving forward. So we'll go ahead and let that finish the setup. Go back into the phone here. And so it wants to sign into my Google account. Let me go ahead and just put in my password there. All right, and so it's just going and signing into my Google account to make sure that everything syncs up properly. So give that a minute. So let me know in the comments below if you have used the OnePlus Watch 2, if you're looking to pick up the OnePlus Watch 3, and what are your favorite features? One of my newest favorite features is really going to be that rotating crown. It's going to make it so much easier to navigate things and not have to put my fingers on the screen, so it means less fingerprints as well. And it makes it much more functional, whereas on the OnePlus Watch 2, it was kind of an afterthought, I think, and they didn't really think that through to compete with the rotating bezel on the Galaxy Watch Classic models, as well as the Apple Watch Ultra with their rotating crown as well. So let's go ahead and see. It wants to use the same account for the watch and the phone. Go ahead and say yes. And we'll just let that go ahead and finish up. And so as you can see, we have the Google Assistant. So you can set that up on your watch as well. We'll go ahead and set that up. Give that just a second. And so it goes over talking to your assistant with the button. We can set that up. And here you can set up a lock screen password or a pattern. So let me go ahead and set up a pattern real quick. And as you can see here on the watch, it wants you to set the pattern. So let me go ahead, just set that up. And then you're going to go ahead, it's going to ask you to set up that pattern a second time to confirm. And now you can see that it is set up. It says complete the setup on your phone. So here you're just going to have some apps that you can install that are recommended from the Play Store. These are the ones that are installed on your device, and then these are the ones recommended. Usually go through and just kind of remove the ones. I don't use WhatsApp. I don't use Audible. Other ones, I'm not using Spotify. Then you can come in here and add any that you want to add from here. I'm not going to select any of these, but we can go ahead and continue. And this is allow notifications in smart mode. It says allow O Health, so that is the application. And then you can set up the tap to pay. So you do have NFC capability on the watch to make quick payments. I believe it does use Google Pay. And I have not had any problems using Google Pay with these watches. So that's another great feature to have. I use the Samsung Pay on my Galaxy Watch Ultra pretty much on a regular basis. All right, and as you can see, the watch has finished pairing. It's all booted up. This is the default watch face, so there are quite a few that you can choose from on there. So you're greeted by the hello. We'll just go ahead and click that. This says to go over how to use the watch. So if you haven't used the watch before, it'll walk you through, and it'll tell you to swipe up for your notifications. So you'll get your notifications there. Swipe down for your control center, and so you'll get the control center there. Swipe to the right, that's to go back, and then you'll go ahead and if you want to go over the tiles, you can go over the tiles. So if you swipe to the left, these are the different tiles that are available. And these are about the buttons. I'm going to go ahead and bypass that since I already know how to use the watch. And there we go. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the specs. So this is a silver titanium case and bezel. So it's super light. This actually weighs about, with the strap, they're saying 81 grams. Without the strap, they're saying 49.7 grams. This is also a 46.6 millimeter case. So they do only have, I believe, the one size. So that's kind of unfortunate for people that have smaller wrists. For me, I have a 7-inch wrist, so this is going to be just fine. I believe that the OnePlus Watch 2 is also the same size. They look to be pretty much the same size. And you can see, though, that this one is a bit thicker, the OnePlus Watch 3, compared to the OnePlus Watch 2. Going on with the specs on here, so they do claim up to 16 days of battery, and that is with the power saving mode. In the smart mode, which is just the regular standard mode, they're saying about 5 days. So that we'll test that out. Heavy usage, probably about 3 days, but we're still doing much better than the Apple Watch Ultra and the Galaxy Watch Ultra. I know there are some other watches out there, I believe the TicWatch, that surpasses that, but the OnePlus Watch 3 is the preferred one for me at this point. So looking at the display, we have a 1.5-inch display with a 466 by 466 pixels. This is an LTPO AMOLED display, and this goes up to 2200 nits brightness. So this is going to be super bright enough in the direct daylight. The chip that comes in this is the Snapdragon W5, and then it has a secondary chip which allows for the battery life. So there's 2 chips in here. So you've got the Snapdragon, which is going to do the heavy lifting actions that you're going to use. And then we have the BES 2800 BP, which is the one that will run when it is not being used. It'll run in the background and it kind of just sips the battery. This is Wear OS. So this is a Wear OS watch. This does feature the temperature sensor for the wrist, optical heart rate sensor, optical pulse oximeter sensor, geomagnetic sensor, a light sensor, a barometer, an acceleration sensor, and gyroscope sensor. It does track all kinds of different fitness and health, such as workouts. There's about 100 plus sport modes that they claim on here. We'll have to go through that and take a look. It also is a dual band device for GPS, so it has dual band. It is using Bluetooth 5.2, and it is Wi-Fi 5G and 2.4G. Like I said, it does provide NFC for the payments, and it also has a capability of taking and receiving calls on the watch via Bluetooth. It is mil-spec standard, so that's mil standard is 810H, and that includes a bunch of different tests that they do on there. But that is about it for the OnePlus Watch 3. So if you're enjoying the video, please make sure to give us a like. Click that subscribe button so you're updated when new videos get uploaded. As always, I appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you in our next video.